5 year goal plan?
My 5 year goal plan is to pretty much, I want to be a consultant. So I want to help people get jobs. I want to help the employee relations. I want to develop leaders. I want to make organizations better so that we retain our top talent and continue to grow.
Okay. Also, with the HBC learning system, their system is very slow, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't believe it's slow.
Okay, so express that, because I feel like in this day of times, HBCUs get a bad rep. So explain why a HBCU is very necessary.
To be honest, a HBCU is very necessary because it catapults people into positions with like cultural and diversity of people, and it gives them a chance to be themselves. Although, like I said, we do face personal biases, at the same time, we feel more comfortable around the people that associate closest to what we're used to.
Man, you dropping some jewels on us today.
I'm just saying, honestly, the world could change if everybody got on one accord, but when you understand that it takes one step at a time, you see that what you learn on the way about different people, different backgrounds, different religions and stuff like that, you realize that everybody has a common goal and they have an ultimate belief in something, whether they don't believe in God or they do, but that's not for me to get into. But I'm just saying those people are humans too as well. So it's no discrimination.
Okay, family. So what's something that you had to encounter at the university that also help you in your career?
Perseverance. Perseverance is one of the biggest things I ever had to encounter at my university and in life. And due to me gaining a skill and ability such as perseverance, I'm able to overcome a lot of things that I'm faced with. So once I stick to something, normally I finish it. I don't quit. So that's one of the things. Perseverance.
Okay. So as a young black professional, what's some things that you have to encounter in the workforce?
That was a good one. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, for real. Not seeing people like you across the table from you. I think that's one of the things that you have to overcome as a young black man or a young black woman or even a young multicultural individual. And it's the unfortunate, but it's something that it's either you gonna conquer or
you're gonna fall.
You don't have to fall. You can conquer it, or you can stay in it and then still maneuver the system the way you need to. So, or you fall. So you got three options. You got the option to conquer it all.
Okay.
You got the option to stay within it and make it work.
Okay.
And then you got the option there really is no other option. So challenges are meant to be
faced. So, do you find easy access so therefore you can get some type of mentorship in the workforce, or you have to be careful with the mentorship?
Honestly, you gotta be careful. I will say that. You need to make sure that the people that you're networking with and mentoring with have positive energy, and those people need to be able to feed into you and give you good advice. That's the difference between a mentor and a sponsor. A sponsor makes sure you get there. A mentor gives you advice professionally on how to get there. And a sponsor will feed into you more so than a mentor would.
Okay, so what you think a young professional, especially of color, can do to enhance their skills in order to accept the challenges in the workforce?
Honestly, the number one thing anybody could do is start listening. The second thing anybody could do is be optimistic to learning. The third thing I would say is encourage yourself and those around you so that you can carry that energy into whatever job. Because any job that you get out there, it requires you to take on somebody else's problem. and still find a way to resolve it. So having that will definitely, those three things definitely will jumpstart you into a very good career.
Okay. Do you think do you think that the university could teach you more on how to apply the degree instead of necessarily earning the degree?
Honestly, yes. I think the universities, they kind of fail in the sense of teaching us what we actually need to know versus what is descripted for a certain position or title when we graduate. So taking it back to saying real life facts, like they don't teach us about finance, they don't teach us about investing in trade and stocks, they don't teach us about what fields we supposed to be in that require more experience versus knowledge. And so we waste our times doing things that take us on an alternative route, but we believe is taking us to where we ultimately want to be.
I'm gonna also add on to that as well too, because I believe that the universities teach us how to earn a degree, right? Because you still got to know that subject, you still got to know the material, you still have to have a deep understanding of the concept of your major that you're attending.
Being able to talk the language.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, I feel like it should be classes where they teach us how to like apply it. Mm. You get what I'm saying? Like really help us to understand what this degree is. Yeah. And how many how many pathways do you have? Mm. And I feel like as a African American male, or not just African American male, but just a college student that graduated, I understand my major, but I just don't understand how to apply my major in a workforce. Yeah. And I feel like that's why a lot of individuals suffer, because they really don't know how to really use this degree. Yeah. They understand the concept of this degree, but they don't understand how to use it and how much power it contains. If they really like groom us, I feel like people would not suffer with college degrees. I feel like people only suffer with college degrees because of the fact that they don't know how to apply it. Mm-hmm. Because to me, I feel like it's two different things: receiving a degree and apply the degree. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we work hard for the degree. Because like the GPA matter, getting the grades matter, that matter, but not necessarily. What matter is you understand the concept or whatever you was focused on.
You're doing, yeah.
And once you receive that, I really feel like the last 2 years, like a junior and senior, they should have like a class to teach us how to apply it. Just like they have a class to bring us in college. Mm-hmm. They should have a class of taking us out of college.
And you know what? I completely agree with that. And I think that's why it's important along the way to meet people and talk to people that are in the positions that you actually want to be in, because ultimately if you don't mm-hmm. Ultimately if you don't, then you don't get any truthful knowledge given to you about where you're going, because they can tell you the hiccups that you might face, or the money it might take to get the certification that you need to make that $100,000 a year. Yeah. So if you don't take the initiative to actually get that fruitful information, and you know that the person that so let's say for instance, uh-huh. I'm a psychology major.
Okay.
And then I'm in classes with psychology and sociology teachers. Mm-hmm. Every day, and I take no opportunity to get to know anything about the footsteps, anything about the career path, anything about what I want to do, because guess what they don't teach us? And they don't prepare us in high school for what we should do next after college either.
But see, high school, right? Mm-hmm. In high school, you pretty much learn.
See, they
No.
They need to prepare us for this shit.
I'm finna go deep with it.
Yeah.
I'm finna go deep with it. So in schools, right, and especially in Houston, I don't know about Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
In Houston, right, you have certain school districts. You have Cy-Fair ISD.
Mm-hmm.
You got Katy ISD.
You got Pasadena ISD.
We're gonna use Cy-Fair. Yeah, we got a lot of them.
A bunch of fucking.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use Cy-Fair and Katy because those are top notch school districts in Houston.
Okay.
And we're gonna take a school like Pasadena.
Yates.
And we're gonna HISD.
Yeah.
So with certain high schools, I feel like when you go to like Katy or Cy-Fair ISDs, like if you go to their college days, it's big as day. Everybody attending, everybody going. And when you go into like those Pasadena or even HISD, they have like workforce degrees. Like technical education. I feel like in high school, it's pretty much telling you who gonna be the manager and who gonna be the worker. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, because if you really look at it, like for example, certain schools like Katy ISD and Spring Branch ISD, they don't pay any taxes. Where now I ain't really did my deep research on it. I just have to be clear on that. They really don't do any pay any taxes in the local community college like ACC and Lone Star. Now I can't go really get into why they don't pay no taxes, but if you look into it, if anybody from like Katy ISD, they already know where they going. Texas A&M, UT, Harvard, Stanford, and Spring Branch ISD. I would hate to say it, but it's more illegal immigrants. So how you gonna really like play Texas? And how you really gonna have some input in the community? You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, Censor, I ain't really did my deep research, but I did a little research on it. But I just feel like in high school, they pretty much teach you who gonna be a worker, who gonna be a manager.
To be honest, it depends on where you live, because like he said, in Houston, they got those school systems that you know where you're going. See, his experience is different from mine, because in Chicago, everybody's in just one field. It's either you gonna be working or you gonna be working. Like, the people that truly make it out and decide that they want to do different from where I'm from, you either just have to play really good at basketball, really good at football, or you just have to have a different personality from everybody else around you. So, for some people, they never even gave
it a chance.
They never gave it a chance to say, I can go to school and be a rapper, or I can go to school and still, you know what I'm saying, put food on the table for my parents. Like, they just really out there just living roguish because that's all there is to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like in Houston, that is an opposite of what I'm used to, because in Houston, they have so much, just in Texas, you got so much opportunities and platforms to excel on that are bigger than other states and other places.
I'm gonna say this though. Like for example, only reason I know that experience that I'm saying because I stay moving around.
But because,
you know what I'm saying, I went to A-League, HISD, Katy, like that. So by me being in different type of environments and cultures and community made me realize, like, why they really doing a game like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why they doing it like that?
Think about it though, Denzel. Think about it. Even though there's different communities separated from other places, like let's use your two instances, Cypress and Katy, because I worked in both those, not as a teacher or nothing, but just as an investigator and seeing the differences between Katy, Cypress, Cashmere, television. So I was saying a name that makes it. So now you know I'm not. So I'm speaking from experience, and the opportunity for somebody in Cashmere North is still high that they can learn about what's going on in normally they put the bigger schools against the littler team. See, it takes a lot of sports that go on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sports, so you'll have
money in it.
You'll have a well-known school like Katy going against a school like
North Shore.
North Shore
Go hard though.
but they don't go harder than Katy. They not in the same.
So okay, watch this. Sports wise, yeah. But education wise, no.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm about to say,
people making it out of Katy on sports.
North Shore too. But what I'm saying is
the opportunity is different.
But watch this though, because everybody know North Shore got it, especially sports wise. But like you said earlier, like in Chicago, you gotta really play sports. North Shore High School, when them boys on their field, this is what they plan for their future.
Yeah.
Because they understand on the academic side,
yeah,
they ain't getting no spotlight. So let's say, for example, let's say you can take not even a star player on Katy.
Yeah.
He still have a better opportunity on the academics point of view, more options. Because of the fact, I'm not saying just because somebody at Katy and North Shore, them two students ain't intelligent enough, but this student that's in Katy probably have people informed or more aware
of the resources available.